Decent show for you guys tonight. Actually, I don't know, but it's gonna be decent in my head.
Good crowd.
Good crowd. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Great crowd.
Yeah. If you guys had to make noise, that's beautiful. Oh, come in here, live studio audience. Love it.
Smells so good.
Doesn't it? That's a new addition to our set, right?
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh yeah.
If you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, now is the time. Just letting you know. Jackets becoming very limited, and they're gonna be cool jackets.
If you subscribe, me and Jill will eat a whole bag of Lay's Doritos.
Yep.
And then a whole bucket of pickles. And then do DMT on the podcast.
Oh wow, you really? Yep. Believe that one. That one's true for sure. Hey, font of the week. It's called Hobo. It's a sans serif type font.
Homo? Oh, hobo.
Yeah. Okay. No straight lines. This font's got no straight lines. That's how we like it around Hanger Slang. So.
Technically, it would be kind of homo.
So we give it a 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. Or
speaking of hobo, we have a great guest for you tonight. Very smart guy. So smart that he was our valedictorian of our class. That says something. Because we're smart.
Yeah, I was about to say.
We're smart, but
I've never met anyone more humble as me.
Yep. And then there's our guest.
Being humble about being humble.
Give an introduction to her.
All right, so, without further ado, I have to introduce our valedictorian, class of 2018, Jackson Foster!
Beautiful.
Wow, that was our biggest applause yet.
Yeah.
I felt the energy.
Loving the crowd.
Made my dick jump a tiny bit.
Yeah, wow. Thanks.
Yeah, that's going to be going all night.
That was a very gracious reception. Seriously.
Oh, man, dude, he got the headphones on. If there was like a record for who got the headphones on the quickest.
You have it on fastest.
Yeah, I was trying hard.
Yeah, you did well. We've had a lot of issues with the headset, so I'm glad you can get past that.
Listen, it's the first hurdle of many, I'm sure.
How have you been?
I've been good. I've been really good. I'm happy to be here. I'm already turning a little prepubescent nervous. I got some voice cracks. Got some
It happens to all of us.
Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed.
No, seriously, that's
I
what's
feel
so fun
awkward
about
too,
this.
but
is seeing everyone again is a reminder that this is kind of the exact same setup we would have had in 10th grade.
Right.
Literally.
Which is pretty sweet.
And isn't it crazy that our class kind of for the most part a lot of us have kind of still hangs out the people that live here. We all kind of still hang out with each other, our class.
I think I was impressed by how much class cohesion there is, even for people who are out. Honestly, I was super, I don't know, I felt super welcomed, and it was really cool of you guys to be oh yeah, you like the show, come hang out, come watch the taping or whatever it was.
Yeah, totally. Well, dude, since episode 1, you're bro, I'm running to this podcast, this gets me in the vibes.
It was good, man.
Yeah, so we've just been loving the feedback from everyone.
Jackson's been a fan
that
for
feels
sure.
Good. That feels good, especially from you.
How do we know you? Let's just start at the basis here.
I think Gio and I probably spent more time together in high school than Tyrus and I, but we all went to the same high school.
Yeah, I win.
You win.
Yeah, I think we were always kind of either around the same crew or adjacent to the same crew.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was pretty much it. Just kind of chance encounters, and then also just hanging out outside of high school.
100%. You came middle school or high school?
I came, I think, in 7th grade.
Okay, gotcha.
For the first time.
Yeah, cool.
Why'd you agree to come on to the podcast?
Well, again, I think it's the first of the podcast fans to come on, get the
totally.
little Make-A-Wish thing going on here.
You're our Make-A-Wish Foundation?
Yeah, I'm the Make-A-Wish kid.
It's not Disneyland, but...
No, but it's almost there.
Yeah, that's close. We're getting there. Cool. You keep in touch with a lot of people from Calvary?
I would say I keep in touch with an okay amount. Do you need I'll name a few.
If you want to name names, you can name names.
Yeah, I talked with John Roy yesterday, which was super cool. Catching up with him for the first time. Amazing human being.
I love him, I love him so much.
Anna Hobson is responsible for a good chunk of my music recs I like.
Oh yeah.
She's really she's got a great taste in music. And
what kind of music? Just quick 5 second
give
a genre.
Mostly punk. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, I actually talked to her not too long ago because she went to the same like Broadway show that I went to like a week ago. Yeah.
What show?
That is a great question. What show was it? I'll have to get back to you on that one.
It wasn't.
It's a good show though.
Yeah.
I guess not memorable enough, but it was a good show.
Be more memorable.
Yeah. Was it To Kill a Mockingbird? I think it was
Is
To
that
Kill a
musical?
Mockingbird.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was on
Wow.
Broadway. That was
I
a
had no
great
idea they
show.
made that into a
I already
musical.
read the Spark Notes, so I'm straight on it.
Yeah, that might be the like book that every single person has to read.
Every single
in,
person.
Like, 9th,
Right?
10th
Yeah.
grade.
Yeah, like it doesn't matter the school. You're reading To Kill a
like if
Mockingbird.
you've never, was it a good book? Like I'm not sure.
I'll be honest, I did not like it. I'll be real with you. I think Atticus Finch
It's
is a bad
iconic.
lawyer. He's a bad lawyer.
Yeah, and
Totally.
it's an iconic,
Totally.
but I don't know.
I mean, at that, in his position though, it was hard to be a good lawyer.
Yeah, it is. It is hard to be a good lawyer in a racist state. but-
yeah.
Yeah.
Racist
right.
states to racist taints. All right.
Would you say it was hard, like as like the valedictorian? Would you say it was hard balancing like your social life and your academic life?
Yeah, that's I think the biggest challenge of like even going into college too.
Yeah.
Is,
Because I think the coolest part about you being our valedictorian was, you went to events, you went out, you kind of.
I tried. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I really you kind of get to choose between like your friends, the stuff you really want to focus on academically, and then some sleep. So
Yeah.
I slept a little bit less than I probably cared to in high school, but like it was really important to me to be around people I liked, and we had a really cool high school class. I think kind of as like a broad swath. So
Yeah, 100%. Because I feel like the people who are, school, and they don't have that social life, I think they're really just missing out on like, a crucial part of high school.
Yeah, and of like life more generally. I think like if you run the like rat wheel or whatever it is like so fast, if you're like constantly working on like getting this incremental like benefit or like this next job, this next grade, whatever it is, and you miss out on like really important and really cool people you meet along the way, then you're probably not doing it right.
Yeah.
What grade did you go to Calvary in?
I started in 7th, and then I went from 7th to.
So right when you got there, did you already know kind of like I'm gonna probably
Yeah.
like no, like seriously though.
Yeah. What was your mindset going into that? Like,
Well, I'll say,
were you
like-
was that like a goal of yours?
In 7th grade, I would say was like that's when like I think most kids start to have like this kind of like ambition, just like go. Like I gotta be better than people, as opposed to like I gotta do things I like. And so I think in like 7th grade for sure, I was like, oh, I've got to be the smartest in everything
Yeah.
I do. I think that like mellows out as you get older. You're probably like, I just need
feel
to do
that.
things I like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like junior year is probably the year that I found out even like valedictorian exists.
Oh, that's the thing?
Did you know, like in 7th grade, you were going to use the words duality of man in your like speech?
No,
It's been
so
waiting.
Because I've always remembered that.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's been how many years now since we graduated?
so it's funny you asked that. That was just for our AP Lit class. So I used it in an essay like an absolute snob.
Yeah.
I was like, whatever this was, whatever book we were reading represents like this duality of man. And then
Look, as soon as that, look, I was just on my phone during the speech. When you said duality of man, whoa. Like, so
what
now
just
I'm
happened?
up. I'm up. Wake up, America.
People were
Wake up.
tweeting. People were tweeting duality of man.
well, yeah, that was all AP Lit
CCA
kids.
live tweet.
I have a question for you guys actually about
Oh,
that,
here we
because
go.
I made a bet with my parents like night of.
Sure.
I said that there would be more than 60% of the people who like would be on their phones, like who could not even remember a line.
Ooh.
So I'm curious, like you guys were like there in vivo. You guys were there watching it happen.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I remember hearing duality of man,
Yeah.
and I've been from Jake. I remember hearing Launchpad.
Launchpad.
Did I use Launchpad?
Not from you. It was Jake.
Oh
who
yeah.
Said Launchpad.
What
And
I'll
that's all I
remember, I think definitely people were like, it was kind of like you didn't want to be proud of it, but you're like proud of it. This is your class.
Yeah.
But I think the only time people started to, it always happens. Hey, we're at an airport. What can you expect?
Yeah.
Sounds not always there. Once electric jets comes out, then we're
Have you
set.
listened to have you ever watched Formula E? It's like the
Oh,
racing.
yeah,
bro,
dude.
I hate that sound.
Oh, yeah, like
That's
so
my
super high
favorite
pitch.
show ever.
Can I be honest with you? I watch the races on mute, and I'll
Yeah.
like listen to
Yeah.
listen to a playlist or something.
Yeah, it's practically
I'm dead
the same.
serious. It's
Daniel
awful.
Ricciardo.
No, that's Formula One though.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
beautiful sound. I love Formula. Dude,
Oh,
don't
dude.
get me started.
We
We have
don't
a
get
Formula
into-
One
we'll get into
podcast.
Formula.
Don't start with me, dude.
I've been
Max Verstappen. All right, I don't really know.
Dude, they crucified him today.
Oh,
Really?
yeah.
Let's not start.
Yeah.
Wait,
I was
Jackson,
gonna
his
go to
last
the one in
race.
Texas.
Wait, Jackson, you're a grease monkey? You like cars?
I like Formula One. I like the driver narratives. I like the technology of those cars, but like in terms of would I get myself a race car or like a nice street car? Probably not.
I really like the money that goes into all of that. Like just how classy F1 is. It's like the most classiest sport like ever.
Well, it's got the most. It's got the most like. It's got the most athletes who spend time in Monaco because they're rich enough to know it's like a tax like a tax haven. Like so they're like.
Of course, I want to watch people race around Monaco. Like that's awesome.
Did you say you're going in Austin? Sorry,
I was thinking about going in Austin.
So I actually have tickets. So if you're there, text me.
Dude, I was gonna go. Yeah. Who's
either
that or waiting?
Like, don't they know this by now?
Yeah, seriously.
I'll shut the airport down for about an hour. You'll be fine, you know?
I was going to go to the Texas one, but then part of me was like, I kind of want to wait for 2022 for the one in Miami.
Yeah, dude, Miami is going to be fun.
It is going to be sweet.
We are going to that
it is gonna be
for
sweet.
sure.
Yeah.
All right, to parlay back into kind of school here.
Yeah.
What would you say your... Man.
Oh, it's even louder. That's incredible.
Was that the helicopter?
No,
it's like what I sound like when I jump around in the shower.
That's BSO. I'm surprised. We'll have to give him a handwritten letter about that later.
Yeah, whoever that is, that lady can die.
We'll have our agent on that ASAP.
Whoever just robbed that bank. So
yeah, I mean, what is it? It's money.
Yeah, right? All right. What would you say your drive's from? Would you say that you're very like self-driven? Did you have a push from your parents? Like where did that come from?
That's a good question. I think like everything, your drive as you go throughout life should change to become more, I would say, like introspective, like more towards yourself, and then more towards benefiting others. So like that, I think like as a 7th grader, if you asked me what my drive was, it would be like, well, I want to make my parents like proud,
happy.
I want to get a good mark because good marks are like prestigious things, like and you know, having done this like really serious academic business now for a while in college, it's kind of like I want to do this because it's something I enjoy and I think it'll help other people like live their life a little better. And if that's kind of where I want to stay for as long as I can in terms of what motivates me.
Yeah, but I like how you mentioned that it shifts and it should shift. It should totally shift.
Absolutely.
Do you think that it should be introspective first so that it successfully can benefit others?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think people confuse introspection like true. Oh, here we go.
Yeah,
We're
dude,
back
it is
again.
nonstop, man. A lot of crime tonight.
I'm not out there patrolling the streets right now, keeping people safe.
Yeah, there you go.
I swear it's my first time.
Whoa, that's even louder.
Yeah, there you go.
Can someone in the studio audience tell me what that is? That a plane
That's
again?
a plane that just went by, yeah. That's a flight school.
When you had to do your speech for Calvary, did they give you any like parameters on what you could and could not say?
That they had to read it before.
Read it. That's I was literally thinking that like 2 nights ago. I was like,
but at the end of the day, when you're up there, you know.
There's a small part of me that was like, all right, like
if there's a time to go off,
should I do it?
Should I do it? Should I go in real quick?
Yeah.
But then you're like,
by the way, so and so, fuck you.
Yeah, but then you're like, exactly.
That's my one F word.
Okay, I forgot this is a cuss-free podcast because I was like,
one effort,
one effort each, one
Yeah.
allotment. Okay, cool. You know, there's a part of me that's like, you know, I could,
totally.
and it would be really nice to like do it. It would feel really good, but then you're like, my uncle's like got like his camera out and stuff. And you're like, come on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ruin this for everyone else.
And
like
you'll just
random
look
parents.
over and you'll see that face.
Yeah, exactly. And he's like, sorry, Uncle Jim.
Were you nervous doing it right before the speech? I would have been freaking out.
I'm
freaking out.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm nervous in any like public speaking thing. It's not one of those things. I don't believe people who are like, oh, you get better at it. Like if you have that psychology where you're like, oh, this you know creates anxiety in me to be around people, then you're gonna stay anxious.
Yeah, that's facts.
Yeah, that is mindset driven for sure. Let's see. What do you got?
All right. Here we go. Have your religious views changed at all since high school?
Oh, that's a great. I keep saying it's a great question because you guys like
we
came from.
We tried.
Have you watched? Not to go on a quick tangent, but like, have you watched Hot Ones?
Yeah.
Where they like compliment whatever his name is every time because
I don't even know what his name is, but yeah.
No, but you know he asks good questions.
Totally.
Deep dive.
A hot one comp right here. That's all I'm saying. I would say yes. So I work with a professor who's a philosopher of religion, and he focuses on South Asian religion in particular. So Hinduism and this thing called Jainism, and like his insights, because he was a former seminarian too, like he was going to go be part of like the ministry.
Cool.
Yeah. And like his insights as he shifted throughout all of that, I think have shaped kind of part of my religious belief. I think like to give you maybe a concrete example, Christianity I think is a very individualistic, especially Christianity in America even is a very individualistic kind of like
And broad too, kind of.
yeah, it's a very obviously it's a hugely broad term, but like I think the way we defined it is like we are like our individual is the place where faith begins, where right deeds begin, like all of that. And I think one of the things I've incorporated as I went to school was like, okay, I need to be way more focused on how like the linkages between other people and like other places and other.
How does it connect?
Yeah, like viewing everything as like a net almost.
Cool. I respect that.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into college.
Yeah.
What college do you go to?
Go to the University of Alabama. I have to say it's obligatory. I have to say Roll Tide.
Roll
Roll
Tide.
Tide.
You gotta do it, right?
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah, I do. I do like it. I think it's big enough to where you get like a good college experience. Like football games are sick.
It's definitely big enough. Yeah.
Yeah, football games are sick. Going out on the strip, which is like our like little bar crawl, is fun
yeah.
now
I
and
bet it's
again.
insane.
Yeah. Listen, dude, when we won the football national championship, right? Like, remember how COVID was still, I would say, like a bigger fixture in terms of like no one had been vaccinated. There was like fears about a second wave when you were like taking like people were going back to school.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then we won, and then everyone was just on that like road, and there were like the AP was like,
Didn't
like
matter.
oh my god,
Yeah.
what's going on?
Like
Everyone's
that.
gonna be like dead. Like that was like that's like anytime we win anything.
100%.
It's like a circus.
Are the bars there cool though?
Some of them are really, really awful, and
Yeah.
then there are a few that I really enjoy. There's one called Lusa, which I'll shout out because I have a few friends who bartend there.
Busa.
And their Lusa's got like an arcade in the back, and
Nice.
I try to set the high score on Pac-Man when I'm around. So
That's
it's
so
fun.
funny. We actually just discovered this place like right here in Fort Lauderdale. It's called Glitch Bar.
Yeah.
And it's like all vintage arcade games.
That's sweet. Yeah, that's super cool.
Yeah. So we've been trying to kind of.
It's in a pretty gay area, which is fine. No, it is. It's fine. It's in It's like
in Wilton Manor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you'll see like a lot of guys on dates with like their homies there. So like me and Gio went and like we're playing like some fighting game together. And
Yeah.
they're probably like, oh, Gio and those
Yeah,
guys
we
look
did-
so
I was gonna say you guys would have played it right.
We probably look so cute.
We looked at each other and we're like, all right, I can see how people could think this right now.
Well, I think I should take Skylar then. If
Yeah,
that's like
yeah.
if that's
Do a
place
little
where you
bro
can- yeah,
date.
do a little
Dude.
kiss.
Totally a bro date
Are
place.
you guys team kissing your homies? Is that
Listen, I would say honestly, I don't think I get to that point very often. But
no?
if-
Have you ever kissed your homie? Be honest.
I've kissed a homie before.
Okay, that's cool. That's good.
It's not a regular thing. Let's say that.
I think you should have to do it.
Nothing
That's a
wrong
good
with that,
question.
though. Nothing
No,
wrong with
I've only fucked my homie in the ass once.
As opposed before you kissed them, that feels a little premature.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I was like, you're
Come on, buy me dinner first, you know?
Yeah,
Hey,
seriously.
I'll tell you
tip
what
before
though.
lips.
Getting into this real quick. Gay guy comes up to you in a bar,
Yeah,
buys you, offers you a drink. Are you entertaining it?
absolutely.
I am
I'm
100%.
Are you serious? That's gonna be a wonderful.
A wonderful night.
It's gonna be a wonderful night.
My
Yeah, it's
only
gonna be
problem
great.
with the gay bars is there's no like you won't get in trouble for like sexually assaulting another gay man, as if like a guy will.
Yeah, you
the
will.
rules.
So is that what's worth it to you?
Dude,
No, I'm saying
for sure you will.
It's not like a crazy assault, but I'm saying like a guy like hits on a girl in a mature way. That's gonna bring a lot more attention than just a guy on a guy.
Yeah.
Well,
it's
you can't
so-
get decked in the face.
Yeah,
Then.
you
can
it's
get
definitely
decked in the
like
face.
I'd say there's definitely different standards though. Like I've met a couple of gay people who are they're very what's the word? They're just
Aggressive.
aggressive.
Yeah.
They're
Well,
just aggressive.
I'll say this: they're like seedy. There are clubs where like I don't want to be like there's like a consenting to that kind of like more seedy behavior
Yeah.
at like the door, but like.
but that's the norm.
And that's obvious to say, like no one has, no one consents to being like harassed in any way. But
Yeah.
but like if you're like going to like, there are some intense clubs when I went to Oxford, like you would just like walk past them and there were people like going in leather, and I was like, well, I know where this is.
Yeah,
going.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
gonna be.
Should I bring
if
the
you,
football?
if you whip the leather out,
Yeah, exactly. If you whip the leather out, you've got like, you got a whole world coming to you.
100%.
Can I bring a football for my leather?
They don't, dude. That would have been. They don't have that footy. They have the other footy in Oxford, man.
So that's kind of cool. Honestly, like when I first mentioned college, I thought you were gonna be like, oh, academics, but it's cool to hear more like, oh, social life first.
Yeah. No, I think it's like it's got the big college feel, but I have like an academic niche there. There's like some small, like the departments I work in, history and religious studies, are small enough to where I like and know my professors. And
So is that your major? Just
Yeah.
I
I study history and religion, then I have a few minors kind of all scattered around.
Yeah. Just to give you a little perspective here, looking into like, you know, what am I gonna ask them?
Yeah.
It was hard for you because no social media really.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
That's one of our biggest things is we
Yeah, it's
dive
like, all right,
into their
go through the
Instagram.
Insta.
No, so I'm confused by how you guys knew not to like be referential to the podcast here, but I'm confused how you knew I was like quote super liberal because I figured you found my Twitter and that was like I was retweeting a bunch of like Bernie stuff on it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
literally just what someone told me.
Oh,
It's
okay.
literally not first-hand knowledge,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
wrong, but it's
Who was
content.
it? Who was? Oh no, I can't ask you to narc. Never mind. That'd be.
I already told you
can.
earlier. I told you
Oh,
earlier.
yeah,
the
yeah,
same
yeah.
person.
I think
Yeah,
that's
okay.
an off-pod subject.
Yeah, take that offline.
Yeah.
Wait, I have a question though. What do you plan to do after you're done with college? Like with what you're studying, like religion and everything.
Yeah, so more school. The goal is to go, like after all
When
school.
you're done with
Okay.
school, when you're never step foot. in
School and then teaching school.
Oh, you want
Yeah,
to?
yeah, probably. I would like to be a professor, maybe.
Okay.
I'm kind of
Where though? At Alabama?
probably in Europe. No, I want to go to Oxford and teach somewhere or
Ooh.
somewhere in England.
That sounds lit.
But like if I can't do that, then I really care about like public facing like think tanks and stuff. Like if you can find a think tank for like a decent cause, like there's some folks who do like child welfare stuff. Like that would be cool. Like if I could spend all day thinking about how to like
Yeah.
make kids' lives better, that'd be fun too.
You just gotta start getting that TED Talk ready.
No, dude, I would never. Dude, honestly, TED Talks.
What about a master class? I can see you doing a master class.
That would be fun. I would mess around with that.
Have you watched any of those?
I have not, but I would kind of use it as a chance to maybe embezzle some masterclass money and kind of mess around a bit.
Yeah,
It'd be a
yeah.
good time.
Really interesting though.
could just start a
Couple really
podcast.
good classes.
What did you watch?
I watched the art of I did one on real estate because at the time I was like trying to get
Yeah.
into real estate. Really interesting. And then I'm just starting one and it's the art of storytelling.
Oh wow, who's
Yeah.
teaching that?
I don't know his name, but he's on Jeopardy now. He's one of the hosts for Jeopardy.
Sweet, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe like is it LeVar Burton? Maybe like he's the Reading Rainbow guy.
Yeah.
yeah.
Reading Rainbow. That's
I know
him.
him. I know him mostly from Community because
Yeah.
he comes on to Community.
He does come on,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's so funny because we love Community.
Yeah, well, I was gonna reference Community earlier, but I didn't want to like just do another culture.
How do we
Yeah.
feel about Chevy Chase?
Yeah, right. Oh, that is a dude. I love Chevy Chase though. As an actor, great actor.
That's what Joe Rogan said. He just got too famous. Like he
Yeah,
just,
maybe.
At very young. Like
I think
Well,
he-
I don't think you can let a guy like Chevy get famous. That's the issue. It's like those
Yeah.
guys should stay as like your uncle that you meet like twice a year.
Yeah.
And like, oh, you're like, oh shit, my uncle's funny, but like
Yeah,
really
totally.
problematic.
Totally.
And
better
then
to have him than need him than need him than not have him.
yeah, I guess that's a good point.
Sort of.
All right. What's your chill day routine? Up in Alabama, not here.
Up in Alabama.
And do you have chill days?
Yeah. I try to take every like Saturday or Sunday off, one of the two.
Yeah.
So I'll wake up hopefully like late-ish. Like I wake up too early. I'm trying to like sleep in more, but I've been getting up at like 7:30.
When are you going to bed?
Usually I'm a night owl, so usually 1 or 2.
Okay.
I like to stay up and do like an extra couple hours of work at night because it's like very, very quiet, especially at my house right now, which is super noisy.
Yeah.
So
It's the time to do it.
yeah, so I'll wake up maybe like 9 and then straight F1 comes on because it's either
There you go, yeah.
it's either qualies or it's race day. When it's soccer season, my favorite soccer team is Tottenham, so I watch a ton of them.
Okay.
And then I'll watch that. If it's the spring, then Skylar is playing baseball somewhere at some Division I college, and so are a bunch of other people I know. So I really like to watch
Cool.
their midday games, and then I'll go for a run or I'll play tennis, and then at night I just kind of hang out with my friends. We have like a cool thing going where we'll go over to someone's house. They have like Jackbox or something. We have a few drinks. It's really just like that's a very relaxed day for me.
Hell yeah.
Chill night.
Make stuff, chill night to cap it off.
Yeah. That's a good way to kind of recoup
Yeah.
from your week too.
Yeah, exactly.
So the last time I ever probably spoke to you, I don't know if it was, but this is the last thing I remember of
Yeah.
talking to you was after high school. I'm pretty sure there was small groups at HSM. It might have actually been in high school,
Yeah.
and we were talking about Riverdale.
Yeah.
And me and you both kind of like said we loved it.
Yeah.
Like we were like, dude, I hate it, but it's so bad, but like I kind of like it.
Yeah.
How do you feel about it now? I haven't watched like any of the new like.
No,
at
so
all.
I
stopped.
knew I needed to eject as soon as I was like, I kind of like it, but like it's gonna be garbage. And
Yeah.
I've heard like there's too much going on right now.
Too much,
it's
yeah.
Too much. After season 1, I was like, all right, that was fun. I
Yeah,
don't.
and you have to take what you can get with those shows too.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
if they're
yeah.
like gonna give me an hour of garbage TV, but I get that for like 2 months, 3 months, then that's fine. I'll take
Yeah,
that.
and I could watch
Yeah.
like a show about like high schoolers because I can relate because I'm in high school. But now it's like I don't want to watch like,
Yeah,
a
it is a little
drama
different.
show about like high schoolers when I'm not even in high school anymore. It's
Totally.
so weird.
I'll ask you, like, do you feel like they're representative of like the high school experience. Because like
Not at
Oh,
all.
dude,
no,
like I was.
no,
I'll be
totally
honest
not.
with you. I like
Not at all.
went home and maybe hung out with like you guys or Timmy or like someone, and like
Yeah.
that was it. I wasn't
Yeah.
like these kids are like, oh yeah, I had to deal coke for like 3.5
No.
months, and then my football
No.
coach got mad at me and said, if I ever catch you doing this again, I'm gonna have to tell the sheriff. Like that's not a thing.
Tell the sheriff. I've never once been mentioned to a sheriff. I don't think I've ever heard someone say, "I gotta tell the sheriff about that one."
But that's the thing.
Who
is,
knows
like,
the sheriff?
These two
Who's our
twins are
sheriff?
in love with each other.
Yeah,
Happens all the
exactly.
time.
These two twins, exactly.
The sheriff's a dying profession,
Yeah,
honestly.
right?
Like, who knows the
Is that
sheriff?
even a thing? You know?
The
Good
sheriff on
Netflix
speed
shows,
dial,
though.
really.
Just Dan Harbor. Anyways.
How's the Alabama woman?
How the Alabama? Oh man, that's an interesting. They're just an interesting species.
Are
It's
they?
like,
Is it okay? Is it a big like? You get a lot of choices there, or is it very
yeah, I would say.
blonde-haired country girl type of thing?
Well, I would
Southern
say.
Bells. How do you feel about those?
I'm not
How do I feel
complaining
about
with blonde hair
Southern
country
Belle?
girl.
I respect you, Southern Belle, for sure. Like they're like the type of person I would not date, but like I get it. Like they're super nice, very polite. They like. Have you ever heard
What
someone
a
like?
Jackson Foster answer. It's
No,
just
no,
they're very
no,
polite,
but
I
like,
respect
no,
them.
but like for real, they are.
I don't like them though.
They're so
They can
nice.
stay over
Though.
there.
Yeah, no, but like, have you ever?
play guitar good.
Have you ever heard someone say "bless your heart"? Like that's like crazy. You ever heard
Yeah,
like,
it hits
"Oh my God,
different.
bless your heart"? Like
It-
that's like, oh my, yeah, like, for sure.
You did bless my heart.
Yeah, I'm like, I know that's supposed to be. I know
love
that's
you.
supposed to be like Southern shit talking, but like I feel good about that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, literally.
Do you want to wait a second?
I feel like you're really.
Very nice. Yeah.
Yeah. can get
I would
into
say
that.
like the real thing is it's like concentrated Southern Belle is like 75%.
Yeah.
And then there's like 25% of like the craziest subsection of people you'll ever meet.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'll be honest, those are the girls I like. Like that's like a
Yeah.
fun group of people to get to know.
It's the lit people.
And they're like insane, like they're like crazy, like experimental artists. Like this one girl I went on a couple dates with was like, I make art with dirt. I was like, that's cool. Like that's sick.
That is cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait.
literally.
Wait, don't brush over that. Talk about like what?
Yeah,
yeah.
how that works, I don't know.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it,
So there's like this whole school of art called like ephemeral art, and you like take stuff that you found like on the forest floor, or like in the dirt, or like near the lake. We have a lake
Something
that
at
runs
the earth,
adjacent to campus.
Just so you know, the crowd is slowly moving forward.
Yeah, I
just
feel like
wanna
I'm
know.
getting followed. Yeah. And and she would just like make sculptures and stuff out of it.
wow.
And that was cool. Like
Did
that's.
you like the art though? Like, did you think it was cool?
I think that kind of. I'm like very. I couldn't
Depends
pull
on
that
how
off.
she was.
I couldn't pull that off. Like that's not something that I could do artistically. But I thought it was super cool. Yeah.
Totally.
Because you can make like a lot out of it. Like it was very impressive. I have to say.
Earth gives you a lot of tools.
I mean, we were talking about like I know we were talking before the podcast. Do you like girls? Do you prefer girls with a lot of tattoos or like none at all?
I definitely like a tattoo is a check, like a plus in my book.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like, I would say they're like maybe a diminishing return, but I haven't met a girl who's like hit it yet. Like maybe if they're like like neck to toes covered.
Yeah,
in
I
tattoos.
feel like
Okay.
you really.
I mean,
if you're
you
a
run out
girl
of
with
body.
tattoos, you really gotta like think about what you're gonna get. Like, because it could be super super hot, but then sometimes it could,
It
be.
could
Like,
be.
Yeah.
Let's get the butterfly off.
There's a
Tramp.
they're like I saw there's this one girl who had like a turtle on her inner arm, and I was like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like one of
I
those
like
cartoon
that. I
turtles.
like that weird quirky stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, or like a frog. There was
Yeah.
yeah, that stuff's sweet.
Or just like a dude like playing the flute.
Yeah, yeah.
Look,
yeah,
personally, I'm cool with anything as long as it means something, right? That dude,
No,
that dude
I-
playing the
I don't
flute could
agree
be
with you
your
with
dead
that. I don't agree
grandpa.
either.
I don't agree with you.
I
yeah,
don't
I'm not
agree
sure I
either.
can co-sign. I really am
I
not.
think
Look at
it's a way to it's a fashion item.
Yeah, it's like a way to. I mean, so here, let me ask you this. So,
Please.
What if you did like, what if you had a tattoo that like had no meaning at the start, and then like you slowly make like a little myth around it?
I
So
mean,
like
that's-
that's kind of like why not do that? Like,
But
Now, look,
Yeah.
if anyone could lie about the tattoo, okay?
yeah,
but
and
if
that's
it-
sweet. That's why not tell a cool story with some made up stuff on your body.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
What
you're
if you went
like,
into a
I-
tattoo studio and was just like, just do something random? I'm gonna make a really cool story out of it.
Yeah, yeah.
that would be
I don't
bad,
know.
but
That'd be
my
interesting,
tattoo-
it would be cool though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my tattoo is like, all right, I'm going through an identity crisis. Let me get a tattoo so everyone else can tell me who I am.
Yeah, I was curious. I gotta ask. I heard about the Wing. What's the band?
No meaning.
Yeah,
I just like
just it
bands.
looks sweet, yeah.
I see bands. I'm like, oh, I like that. I want to do it. I
Trying
thought
to
it was
chase
cool.
the bands.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to change the bands.
Yeah,
That's the meaning.
But there you go. Like, right? You just made up a story about it. Now it's a
Exactly.
tattoo with meaning, and it fulfills Steve's stupid requirements.
Listen, if it means something, I mean, like, if it's just a random, like, frog, then I'm like, oh, man. It could have been such a cool story, but, man, you just said, I don't know. It's just something I've always thought about.
That's true. How about this? If you are going to get a meaningless tattoo, make a cool story for it.
Yeah,
you know?
make some
Don't just say,
Okay.
I don't know.
I'll say what I don't like is I don't like when people get tattoos and they try to force a meaning on it. They just want a tattoo, so they have to find a meaning for it. And if you want a tattoo, go get a tattoo. You don't need, like, they're like, oh, I need
That's true, but it's like something you should add.
I don't know. Okay, what's this mean? Like, it's a frog? Oh, I don't know? Or like, okay, I was stranded in the middle of Benghazi. I had
That's
to drink the poison.
Way better.
Like,
That's so cool.
Way better. Yeah.
right?
And even at the end, if you're like, just kidding, like none of that happened.
Great story.
Yeah.
Bro, I think you're
And
an
then you're
idiot,
gonna think
but
You're gonna think about the
I don't know.
Benghazi frog. You're gonna be like, hey, what's
Yeah.
up? What's your Benghazi frog doing now?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But like in reality, this is where I was in my life, and this is why
Okay,
I got a tattoo.
okay,
and that's the meaning.
I'll take
This
that.
is how I was
Okay.
feeling in that present time in life.
That's enough
so
for
that's
me.
the meaning.
That's enough for me. For you to tell me why you got it is enough. If you just say, I don't know why I got it, this has no meaning to me.
How many people do you meet who like I'm not?
I don't ask about tattoos, but I just assume they have meaning. I just assume they have meaning.
Oh, keep it like that.
It's
Let's
just cool
keep it like
art
that.
on skin.
I'm just gonna start asking that. We should
Yeah.
do like a
Yeah.
take
That could
on
be that could be a taking that to the street. Be like, what meaning is your tattoo?
Yeah. Hey, that's a
Billy
good
on
one
the
to bring
street.
up on.
Yeah.
like a Billy on the street.
literally.
Yeah. For those who are watching, we're definitely pondering the idea of taking it to Los Olas. So
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
That'd be
Definitely.
really cool.
Outside of Sway. Ew.
that
I'm trying to be surrounded by a whole bunch of 16-year-olds.
yeah.
Or am I?
All right, let's parlay into
No,
something
you're
else
not.
here. Any sports? Have you kept up with sports at all, like yourself?
Yeah. I play soccer still for the intramural. Like I play on an intramural team with a bunch of my friends because we all could have we're all like the first year we're all like maybe we play club, maybe we don't, but it was like a little bit too much of a commitment. So we were like, all right, let's build a stacked intramural team.
Yeah.
Let's go as deep as we can.
100%.
And we do that for indoor and like outdoor 11-a-side football. And then I went up to Oxford to study abroad. I feel like I brought that up now twice or like something like that. Too many.
Yeah, I don't know
It's like
what you're talking
it's a very typical like study
Yeah.
abroad thing.
Explain
You're
it to
like,
me again.
Oh, I went abroad and my whole world was
Oxford.
changed.
And
And
in
in
Oxford.
Oxford. Yeah.
So many iced coffees.
Yeah.
So many crumpets.
But
I love the vibe though.
yeah, no, it's dude, the tea, very nice.
Yeah.
But I picked up cricket there. So I
Oh.
played in the backyard and stuff and like messed around with it, but I played with the like a really weird staff team. It was the people who worked at their like biomedical research facility. And like I did not know these guys, but I met them through the guy who like did all the facilities there
Yeah.
because like my first day, I got to like the campus. His kid lost a ball in the lake, and I fished it out, and he was like, "Oh, they're so nice and stuff." And so he's like, I knew I wanted to like start playing cricket, and he's like, "I got a team I can hook you up with." And I'm on this like email chain with guys who are like, "Oh, the end of the season meeting is this week."
Oh my gosh.
And
How is cricket though? I've never played.
it's a ton of fun.
Yeah.
I really like it. I mean, it's long. You got to be willing to give up a day
Yeah.
or
It's
5
like a
days.
golf type of vibe.
No. It's way more action packed. Like
Okay.
it's like if you mix baseball with like the length of golf, for instance. So
Okay.
like,
So 2 boring sports. I'm sorry.
no, it's all good.
I had to do that there. It was there.
It's fair. It's fair.
I was reaching for it.
Alley-oops,
Yeah. All right, that's cool though.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. All right. I don't want to put you on the spot, but teach me something I don't know in the next couple minutes.
Yeah. Okay. That's fun. What do you? Can I ask for like any subcategory?
Yeah. Whatever you think would be interesting.
Well, we're talking about sports. So my thesis is on English history. It's on it's on the beginning of the coroners. Like we all know what coroners are now, but back in early modern England, which is like the 1500s to the 1600s. Do you know like Elizabeth I, like the Tudors? Yeah. So like in that period, the coroner like really came to be a very important position. And so I go through, and I'm literally gonna do this tonight when I get back because I'm back. Logged a couple records. I go through these court records, and they have like what the coroner says happened when a suspicious or like eventful death happens.
Okay.
And so I can tell you, I'll teach you this, that in the county of Essex, from 1558 to 1603, there were 3 soccer-related deaths.
Soccer related.
Yeah, so 3 times the coroner came, and the people who had to like explain it were like, "Yeah, man, we were playing soccer and the guy died."
He couldn't save a goal.
Kick the ball wrong.
No, okay, so you say that? That's one of them. Is like the guy's,
Really?
the guy's running up to score a goal, and the guy comes out and he collides and
Oh,
they die.
dead. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a very brutal time. There's, yeah.
It seems like it.
Simpler time, honestly.
You know the most dangerous sport is fishing? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I've read that it's fishing.
I feel like that guy.
It can't
football,
be true,
right?
I know it
I don't
can't
know.
be true.
MMA would be like first on my list or
yeah,
something,
football.
right?
Or just hitting
Boxing.
on women, like
But I.
dangerous, so dangerous.
But
The pickup artist,
If
the
you're
most
on a
dangerous
boat,
game.
if you're on a boat, I could see the danger in that. So maybe it has some validity to it.
I don't know.
You would think like that more people are getting pushed off of fishing boats than no. Like you would, I feel like you'd hear about that. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, right?
Yeah,
There's
like,
not
you-
much in the news. It's
25
like,
guys get pushed off a boat a week. You're
speaking
like,
of that, mini season was last week. You know, lobster.
yeah, lobster.
Yeah.
I saw that on your
That was,
Snapchat
yeah, that was the
story, I think.
first time like I took the boat out, did mini season. You know, usually they have a couple deaths every year. 2 deaths this year. One was in Pompano,
How?
Wow.
hit by a prop.
Oh man.
Prop?
Yeah, and I
That's
feel like
awful.
honestly, like if I'm thinking about it, yeah, that's like the obvious way. You know,
Yeah.
That's
you
so
come up.
scary.
So that was honestly like when I'm diving, I had tanks on.
Yeah.
We're going 60 feet down. Like my biggest worry was like I come up and look over and I'm like shit,
You have to
boat.
go, Is it like there's no chance you can't dive back down after that?
It's tough to dive down that quick. It depends how far they are and all that. But so what we did is the first day Casey was there, the second day Alec was on the boat, but they would just follow our bubbles. They just kind of trail us, and that was
Yeah.
super cool. Coming up and just seeing them right there.
Yeah. Then that must like give you a little bit of security coming. Yeah.
Totally. But yeah,
Dude,
for
I,
sure.
I don't think I could do that honestly. Like that's,
No?
that's going down that deep and then coming up and then like the potential of being like, I don't know, like sashimi, human sashimi.
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
end
right.
of it.
After I found out that aliens could be underwater, I don't know. I'm not effing with the ocean that much.
Do you want?
Hey, let's parlay.
Yeah, you want to parlay to aliens for a
Nice
second?
segue.
I heard you got a couple takes. How about this? This is what I'll start it off with.
Please.
If you don't believe in aliens, I feel like nowadays you're in the minority,
I think that's right.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
And
I
it's
think that's
it's
right.
weird because that was like maybe a decade change, but like recently that's been a change.
Yeah, I think there are a lot of reasons why people are like looking for answers like outside of this planet, but like this planet's pretty dysfunctional. So if you could be like, oh yeah, there's something out there, that's I think it's more like convenient to believe, as well as the fact that like evidentiary wise, like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
probably the thing that's.
Yeah. That's the question though. Is someone hiding it from us, or do we just not know?
I don't know if that's a question, but I feel like
It's a question, just who can answer it.
Yeah,
you
it is
know?
a true-
It's getting annoying.
It's a who could say.
It's getting annoying at some point. It's like
It is
come on.
annoying. At this point, it's like, dude, just come on, like let's spill the tea
I
here.
listen to a Joe Rogan podcast. I'm like, I'm all in, and then it's like I talk to my mom and be like, I don't think I'm in anymore.
yeah.
bro.
Do I want to be all in? Do I want to be the guy
Yeah.
who's all in?
Yeah.
All right. Well, how do you explain crop circles?
Crop circles. Ooh.
That's
Like
a
it's
good
not like the
question.
government comes in a helicopter and is like, hey, let me just like carve out this field in those like super
Unless they
geometric
hire
patterns.
someone with a lawnmower.
Yeah, but that's just unpractical. Like, how do you get out there and like what would be
Yeah.
your
I mean,
reasoning
dude,
for
In the
doing
middle
that?
of nowhere.
The government.
There's
Yeah, I
no
don't
reason
know.
for somebody to just put a crop.
I don't know.
circle.
If you're like really cynical, you could be like, oh, it's like a psychological operation. Like once every
Oof.
like 10 years, the feds get out there. They're like, oh, come
Yeah,
on, let's
I
look
mean,
up a crop
the
circles.
CIA,
Dude.
the CIA has admitted to Marilyn or Manson. They dosed him with acid.
Yeah, he was one of the like
They-
project whatever.
He was killing people, and they were bailing him out of jail just to keep doing experiments on him. Like, bro.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we're gonna believe that
Well,
they're not
that's-
like doing effed up stuff.
I was gonna say that's kind of my thing is like whether or not like they're aliens is kind of moot because at the end of the day like I think that the controlled release of like alien UFO information is probably there to serve the interests of like some people who maybe like do they want military funding up or like
Yeah.
do you want a certain like climate of fear or
Yeah.
like whatever it is
Let's
like,
just introduce aliens to them, so when the rapture happens, we can blame it on that. That's a theory. I'm like, what is going
Yeah,
on?
that's something. I just want to know a name. Like, give me someone who's like top of Area 51. We'll never know that, but like, give me a name, that we can like
yeah
look up.
seriously that would be awesome
Right?
like, to just know like give me one guy who's like door I could knock on, and like if I get iced the second he opens it, that's cool. But like, give me that like chance.
But I know it's him.
Yeah, give me that chance to know there's a guy who knows.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that they're not giving us any chances.
No, we never will get him. I mean, like it'll come out like 70 years later, and we'll all feel like really stupid for thinking whatever it is we thought. Like,
Yeah, literally.
it's the same thing. I mean, it's the same thing with the Manson stuff. You're like, whatever it is you think at the
like,
time,
wow.
and then you come out like later, you're like, oh, they're dosing him.
We're
and letting him kill.
corrupt.
Yeah. Well, I think the problem, honestly, like I don't know, but how I see it is the problem the government's getting into is I feel like there's more alien activity now, or enough to where people are like, okay, there's aliens, and they're at the point where they have to kind of either make up a story or get something that we'll believe, like give us a little tidbit, so it's like, okay, you know.
Yeah, like a controlled release. kind of
Yeah,
thing.
a controlled release. That's a great word for it. But I know like a week ago, no, this was a month ago, they were like supposed to give out information,
Yeah.
and it was all BS.
A complete-
it was
complete
all
dud,
BS.
complete
I know.
dud.
They literally blue balled us for aliens.
totally. Yeah. So.
Should we do a hack question?
Oh, true. Hey.
Do I pick one out or do you
I'll
pick one
pick
out?
one out.
All right, cool.
No idea what this is.
Literally, we don't know. We didn't write any of these.
No.
What, dude? Whoever's
I
writing.
should checking them now.
you can check them.
One of them just said, "Hi."
Yeah. Dude, all right. We have some that are the same from our.
You read it?
Honestly, we asked this on the live, but this is actually kind of a funny question, so we'll repeat it. Would you rather eat your poop once or drink your pee every day for the rest of your life?
Do I get Mio for the B?
Me? Oh, you can add whatever you want to it. It's just gotta be.
What a throwback, me.
Well, I'm curious. I gotta have something.
It's
to
like a
change
cup.
it.
It's a good cup of pee.
Yeah, that's a good question. Not to get really in a deep dive here, but like, how much poop are we talking?
I'm talking like you just hit Chipotle.
Wait, is it? So it's diarrhea.
No,
That's
that's a completely different.
You know there's
answer.
gonna be corn in there. You know there's gonna be corn.
Can it be like after freaking like edamame and broccoli?
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
No, dude. You
I
gotta
think
order
for
something
health,
from
for
Chipotle.
health reasons, I think I'm gonna choose pee.
Yeah,
I'm gonna mix
it's
that at a
sterile.
party.
It's sterile.
I'm gonna mix it with a vodka, and then I'll be fine.
Yeah.
A vodka piss. That's
Vodka piss.
It's sweeping the nation.
It's
folks.
innovative.
It's sweeping the
It's
nation.
innovative.
Get your vodka piss now.
White Claw flavor.
You have you seen those White Claw ads where everyone's having a really great time? They're like, oh, it's like all in black and white, and there's like that upbeat music, and they just flip to it, and there's just piss on the label. That's what it's gonna be about.
Yeah.
Literally,
Stuff.
like if you're really, really drunk at a party and someone gave you piss, would you know?
There are like stories of people who say they don't, like they're mean friends who are like, give
Yeah.
their homies.
Yeah. Drink it. I think I passed.
All right. Do you know what cryonics is?
No,
So the company, I just watched this today.
man's gotta know. Tell me.
Just watched this today on a Snapchat story. Alcor is the company that's doing it. I think they're in Arizona or Nevada or something like that. Cryonics, it's where they freeze your body or brain.
Oh, okay, yeah,
So it's a life extension practice.
yeah.
You think we'll see that in our lifetime?
Do I think we'll see that in our lifetime? I mean, we'll see it for like the really, really loaded.
Okay.
Like, I think it'll be one of those things where that might be one of those technologies, like those gimmicky technologies, where like that's always going to be for the hyper rich. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
if you're loaded.
Totally.
I believe something is gonna like happen disaster-wise before we get too much into
Really?
like that. I do.
I used to think that, but I think there's part of me that will always think that, but it's not like the main mindset I have
I mean,
anymore. I would say.
Earth. I don't really. I highly doubt it was. It's not gonna last. Like if it's definitely gonna be like it's not.
Is there
Especially
an
at the
end
rate
to
we're
Earth?
going right now. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure there is.
Oh.
It's not. I mean, that's if Earth might not be built Ford tough. We've messed up a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And
Ford
so
tough.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know the shelf life of Earth, but
Yeah.
I think there's going to be a lot of Earth without us, and that's something like I'm interested in.
Do you think there will be a lot of us without Earth?
No, I don't.
Really?
I don't. No.
Hmm.
I think.
That's an interesting take.
I think we're gonna. I think truly we'll kind of reach I think it's really hard to get people. People are not a great vessel for getting things out. I mean,
Yeah.
like, if you want to talk about like transporting like half human, half sentient, like robotic consciousness, like that crazy stuff that
Yeah,
people
yeah.
are like pipe dreaming about.
Like next level Elon stuff.
Yeah, like just like passing a simulation of yourself onto like computationally onto like another galaxy where it can maybe embody like a cryogenic thing, like the stuff that like the real pilled people are talking about maybe.
Yeah.
But like I don't think there's gonna be a lot of us without Earth, no.
Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. Because I know a lot of people are working hard to try to make that happen.
I see. That's the thing. I'm a little skeptical that they're trying to make us without Earth happen. I think they're trying to make
Them
like,
without Earth.
Yeah, I think they're trying to make them without Earth, and I think they're also trying to make them like on a joyride 15
They're
minutes
just
out
trying
of
to-
Earth to like get a
Who
couple.
doesn't
of-
wanna
They're
go to
just-
space?
Yeah, they're just trying to do something cool.
Yeah, and I mean like they're also,
Regardless.
like it's gonna be like a crazy expensive thing too. Like it'll make good profit for it'll turn like good profit for them
Yeah.
for a long time. So,
100%.
like, yeah, I don't see that being a real thing for.
All right.
plebes.
This is actually a fan favorite section, rapid fire questions.
This is
Just
the
a
one section
couple.
I was like, oh, I don't know about.
No, we're keeping it light.
All right,
Favorite music genre?
punk. Yeah,
Punk.
Bumble or Tinder?
Bumble.
Bumble. Favorite alcoholic beverage?
Coors Banquet.
Vodka piss?
Coors Banquet.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Coors Banquet. I don't even know if I've had that.
It's awful.
That's
That's about as close to vodka piss as you can get, but I have like fond.
Yeah.
Like,
Memories of it, so it
Yeah.
sticks around.
Yeah,
Rom-com or thriller?
probably rom com. I feel like
Same.
I
Literally
waited too
same.
long for that one.
Literally
but yeah,
no,
probably rom com.
same.
Yeah.
Literally same. I don't like horror movies. They scare me. Favorite movie? Oh, that's hard. I don't know.
That's a huge ask
Yeah,
to do right
that is
now.
hard.
Rapid fire.
Favorite movie that you can just think of?
Moonrise Kingdom.
Moonrise Kingdom.
Ooh.
Never seen it.
I might have to get into that.
Yeah, it's Wes Anderson. It's a good one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Favorite musical instrument?
Bass.
No.
Yeah. I was listen, not to be like I was drafting up the tweets. No, not that bass. Like the
Yeah, the stand up
Yeah.
bass type of. We're just it's like here's bass. We're going like this.
Just go all around it. No, I had a tweet drafted up that was like, yeah, my sexual identity is bass.
Bass.
But it's like perfect. Like it's such a great
I
instrument.
feel like you don't want to be the bass player though.
No, you do. You do. That's the thing. I've come full circle on it. I was like, bass players suck. And now I'm like, no, you want to be the bass player.
Yeah,
This is-
they're the most low key, but they're respected.
But if you can do bass vocalist, that's an insane combo.
Ooh, talking pentatonics now. I can't. Yeah, that's beyond me.
Hallelujah. Like,
Do a quick segment. Speaking of quick segment, I have a new segment that is brand new for this week.
Rocking the intro, sweet.
Ready? But are you really that smart?
it's a spin-off version of Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?
Who is the tallest president?
You know.
Oh man, this is there are a few that come to mind here.
He's anti-racist.
Stop, dude. Come on.
No,
All of them should be, right?
I don't know. Wait a minute. So that's funny because I don't know. See, I don't know. I was thinking of Andrew Jackson because he's like huge. I mean, Washington is I think 6'4". Taft is too fat, but like 6'1". I gotta say, no clue.
It's Lincoln.
Lincoln, really?
6'5".
Whoa.
Yeah.
I always
Good for him.
always look at a picture of him like he's lanky.
Do you know his
I know
like?
it's
There's like two written reports of his voice, and it's like he sounds terrible.
No.
He's got an incredibly gravelly voice. Yeah.
No.
So like when
I
you do
could
these
see that, though.
adaptations,
Known for those
when you
speeches.
when you do these adaptations, and it's like 7 years ago. And
Yeah. And it's
you're
like people
really
are
just, like,
probably tuning him
incredibly
out.
gravelly, yeah.
Do you think we like make them feel like they're like? Do you think we like over like hype them, all of our past presidents?
A lot of them, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if there was one to overhype, probably Lincoln.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like I think there's.
Mm-hmm.
We have to, I think, to like keep a sense of America, like the way we
Yeah.
like. To
Yeah,
have a
you
sense
gotta
of
do
America.
some-
You have to have some sort of like myth around these people
Yeah.
who like
Yeah.
helped found it. and
That's
then who-
kind of the core of America.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
It's,
like
a little bit of
it's like
overhype it.
believing
Yeah.
they're like.
In reality, it's just these people trying to do whatever they think is right.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like Thomas Jefferson, like probably a pretty average guy, being honest.
Yeah. Yeah.
you probably liked watching people.
You know the shortest president?
That's an even.
That's
better
a
question.
harder one.
That's a tough
I know.
one. All right, this is a poll.
Earlier president.
Yeah, I was gonna say John Adams.
Madison.
Madison was my other guess.
Madison.
That's such a shame.
Madison.
So I'm not that smart right now. It seems like. I feel like
0 for 2.
What state has the most professional sports currently?
that's an awesome one. Because I think I could do that. So early doors, I'm thinking California.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Yep.
It's California.
You know how many?
So it's LA, San Diego, San Francisco, and another LA for baseball. There's the Kings for hockey. Is there
Yeah.
one? San Jose. So there's 2 for hockey. There's how many for football? Chargers. Whatever.
St. Louis.
13 maybe.
16.
16. Yeah.
Quite a bit.
Yeah.
Quite a bit.
Quite a
And,
bit.
and I think number 2 is Florida.
Yeah. I was gonna say Florida.
Yeah, and I think they're at like 9 or something.
Yeah.
What's the circumference of a baseball?
Do you not know? No.
Let's ballpark it here.
Ballpark it here. What's the circumference of a
No
baseball?
pun intended.
Gotta be like circumference. It's gotta be so the radius I would say is about 6 inches. Maybe like 30 inches or so.
Whoa. Circumference.
Circumference is.
It's 1 digit.
Around, right?
Oh yeah, but yeah, I guess 30 inches would be silly. That's like that would be like a bowling ball.
Yeah.
I'm not a good math student apparently. I don't know.
9 inches.
9 inches? No.
Now you know.
Yeah, now
So
the more you
when the
know.
next person asks you that question,
Yeah, when they're like,
You'll
are you
be prepared,
stupid?
hey, what's the highest paid MLS team right now?
So I was looking up base salaries for the MLS the other day. So I'm not sure. I know what the base salary is for an MLS player, but my guess is got to be one of the bigger markets.
Probably a mile away.
Is it really? Is Miami really the biggest now?
Way to just give 2 away, but
No,
yeah,
no.
Miami.
I don't feel like he gave California away. I feel
No,
like I
yeah,
read
yeah.
California.
You're right.
Oh, is
Miami.
LA second then?
I think that's what Steven and I was talking about. I think LA might be second.
Yeah.
Um,
that would make sense.
Yeah.
That's what I
But
thought.
yeah, can you believe they're that horrible and they have the highest
Yeah,
paid
well,
salary?
they got like I think they have because they're an expansion team. They have like forgiveness on the on some of the caps. So they
Yeah,
can just
yeah.
like flood money in the
Oh,
first couple
totally.
years.
Yeah.
And they get a bunch
I think
of
it's like
washed out.
17.8.
Yeah, they get a bunch of washed out European players who like
Yeah,
are doing
yeah.
it for
Some
for
older-
living in Miami.
Yeah, to live in
Yeah.
Miami. And I think after it's been cool having the stadium here. We've gone to a couple games.
You enjoy them?
Yeah, totally.
Sweet.
I mean, besides them losing all the time, you
Well,
know.
we were talking about like when we passed it, it was the Lightning were playing, and we were
Oh,
talking
yeah?
about going to a Miami game because it was just there. The stadium looks cool.
No, really cool vibe there. Really cool vibe. But yeah, I wish they just win a couple more games, you know.
Yeah, any in fact.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Hey, they got the jerseys down though.
Yeah, the
Is
jerseys
this
are
their
yeah.
sick.
The
Is this their
jersey, the
first season?
stadium, the whole color scheme they got
Yeah,
going.
that-
David Beckham's just a businessman.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Is this their
You know-
first
Yeah,
season? Miami?
he made a living out of
I
being.
think second.
Well, their first season was last year, but that was COVID, and that was all like kind of a messed up season.
We
So
can't expect a lot from a team that has it's their second season.
But like, it's impressive. I have to give credit where credit's due to like bag a couple sweet goals in the Euros, be really hot, and then just like that's like
Yeah,
all of a sudden
that's
you
your
like made a
thing.
career out of
literally
it.
every
Totally.
single side job from a soccer player is like a hair model.
Yeah, I mean,
swear.
don't act
Hey,
like David Beckham. doesn't have
David
great hair.
Beckham, he actually has
Great hair.
he has a like a House 99 is his brand for like shaving products.
Oh, yeah?
Hey.
So
Are
really,
you shaving with the Beckham stuff?
No, it's like it's so much money, but like hey, worth it though. I think
He
it's
knows
the name
though.
really.
He's looked it up.
It's like a Yeezy. Oh yeah, I have. It's like a Yeezy, right? Are you buying the shoe or are you buying the name?
Yeah, that's a
That's
good
true.
point.
What are we
Well,
Buying the name.
to be honest with you, I'd
They're really
say a lot
comfortable.
of people own Yeezys who wouldn't think Yeezy's owned by Kanye.
Really?
I would say
no
so.
disrespect, I find them hideous.
I do too.
They're
Yeah,
really
But they're
100%.
comfortable
What do you think
though.
about Kanye?
But they're comfortable though.
That's cool. If they're like a cool, comfortable, like they're
Outside-
functional. That's like a Skechers then, you know?
Yeah.
It's like a Skechers. It's like
Outside
Crocs.
perspective, what do you think, Drake or Kanye?
Hey, you're not allowed to comment.
That's
Yeah,
so funny
Steven.
because I do not care about either of them. So,
you.
Neither.
Wow. Yeah, me neither.
I would say probably Kanye because I like that Kanye is like a sociopath at least.
Yeah, he's got
This guy's
something.
a
to-
menace.
Yeah.
He's doing Phantom of the Opera at that
No.
stadium at Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
You know what's
he
so
just
funny?
lives there with like a mask
in
on.
Part of
Atlanta,
me is
right?
like, hates this guy,
Yeah,
part of
what
me
I
is like,
yeah, he's living there.
Yeah, but just a mask on all the time. Like, could you imagine like walking into a urinal and like there's Kanye?
There's
Just
Kanye
like,
right next to you.
"Oh, man, I'm just
I'd buy a ticket just for the chance of that,
Yeah,
though. Yeah. All right. Would you rather be able to turn into a giant or to turn into a tiny person on command?
giant.
Okay. But that was a quick answer. I was
I thought
gonna
you were
give
gonna
you
say
some more.
that. I thought you were gonna say that.
And
How
and
big is
when I
giant?
mean, yeah, exactly. When I mean like giant or tiny person, let's say 4 times your size or a quarter size. Would you still go giant?
Yeah, the risk of me getting squashed is so high.
Yeah,
As a small
yeah.
person.
Have you
But
seen Ant-Man?
think about what you can get away with.
I don't know if I mean, I don't know. I don't know if that's my first thought.
Would it technically be considered rape?
Stop, dude.
No.
All right.
Anyways,
But what would you do being a giant though? There's so many. Honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, there's so many benefits.
Steve, what
of
would I
being
do being a
short.
giant? I would dunk a basketball. I get rim.
4 times your size. So
I get
you
rim.
would, your
Dude,
head
I
would
get
go
rim
through the
stuff.
arena.
I get rim stuffed all the time. Whatever. I'm gonna just drop it in then. That's gonna
Yeah.
it's gonna feel
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, but you would never have to pay for any. I don't know.
drop it in, make it.
Jeez, I don't know, man. Just a giant. As soon as you turn giant, they're gonna like do experiments on you. A little guy, you'll never. Come
Yeah,
on,
they can't get
hey,
you.
They
Yeah,
can't
they-
find
but
you.
whatever,
Get
dude.
you.
You're gonna be on the pavement in like
You can
you're
ride
gonna be a
bugs like
dude,
horses or what?
Dude, you're gonna be a Jackson Pollock painting on the pavement in like 2 seconds.
Okay, you gotta be smart though. It can be on command. Like you can. I don't know.
Yeah.
If I was in if I was at a concert, I would not be turning small. You know what I mean?
What happens? Hear me out here though. What happens? You get squished, but you have like one last brain synapse, and your last thought is
then
get big again.
Get big, and then you come out big and you're flat.
Yeah, you're just too.
Yeah, but
big.
you say you wouldn't be huge at a concert, but you could get really small and just go on the stage.
Yeah.
Or like
I mean,
go
I guess-
literally right next to
That's
the
true.
DJ.
Regardless
You
if I was
could
at a
you
concert,
could
I
you
would
couldn't
not
hide in that
change
Adidas
size.
they threw at the baby.
You could choose. Yeah, you could literally
Lot of
chill on the
ifs.
mic.
Okay, if I was at a concert, I would not be changing my size. I'm pretty good normal, but I could like maybe sneak in and
What do you think
somebody's
the girls
purse or
would be
something.
into?
Could you imagine getting into a mosh pit as a giant though? That I feel like that would.
I feel
be
like
kinda
no
cool.
would. I feel would just run out of the
Just
way.
bowling ball, man.
Like Shaq, like
Actually, I was just gonna say Shaq.
Shaq running into the bench. Everybody cleared out. That'd be like you. But like, it'd be
I
fine.
don't know,
though.
man. I'm feeling Rondo. You know,
Yeah,
I'm just. We're two different. Yeah. Would you rather be liked or respected?
Liked.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, follow up. Liked or feared?
Liked.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, because if someone has to have like a knee-jerk reaction to me, I would just like it to be, oh, that's a nice dude.
It's a nice
who,
guy.
who treated me well.
Well, yeah, I could have a root beer with that guy. But
Yeah,
do they
root beer
really?
with that guy would be sweet.
Here's the thing, though. You can say a nice
that's
guy
where
about a
magic
lot of
happens.
guys.
Yeah, you could. A lot of them not nice guys as well, which is an issue.
That's
But,
true.
I
But
mean,
can you
like,
say, hey, I respect him? You know,
that's a good point.
it's another level, I think. For me
Yeah.
personally.
But I think
You could be like Michael Jordan. Everybody hated that guy, but like
But
he
they
won a
respected him.
championship. Yeah, they feared him.
it did. I would say
Should have been him in the copter.
I was waiting for the Kobe reference.
There
I
it
know
is.
that happens.
Honestly, I forgot
This guy's
about
a
it. This
true
was gonna be.
fan.
This was gonna be our first episode
Without
with-
the Kobe
yep.
reference, yeah.
Nope.
Um,
Can't let it go just yet.
no, I mean, could you ever let it go?
Yeah.
I think, I don't know. I think like that when people ask that question though, they're like, oh, respect comes like as an opposition like to being liked.
Okay.
Right. So like if you could be just liked, just respected, I would rather just be liked.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if I
It's
get
easier. It's simpler. It's easier. It's happier.
And it's, I mean, like
it is happier.
I think the chances are like you're gonna meet a lot of people who in passing you can be liked by much quicker than you're gonna meet a lot of people who in passing you're gonna respect you.
Yeah.
And so if you're like just hitting 100 people in a day, 25 of them are like, I like that guy.
Yeah,
And that's
yeah,
nice,
yeah.
you know?
Totally. Hey, what are we at? Just because I'm honestly no idea.
This is blowing by
57.
Really?
fast. Holy
Wow.
crap.
Love
51,
it.
7?
57.
I,
Yeah.
I thought I would have guessed 35.
Yeah.
Really?
That went by quick.
Yeah. Well, that's cool.
That's
Oh
how
my
you know.
Goodness.
Oh,
That's how we know. Literally, that's how we know.
That's how you know. Hey, I got a couple like real good questions for you.
Sure. Did I make that noise? I'm sorry.
It's all of us.
It's a gong, yeah.
If you were a brand, what would your tagline be?
That's so cool. That's a good one.
Eat fresh, just do it. You know what
Yeah,
comes to mind?
yeah.
Foster Flakes.
Nike,
Foster
just
Flakes,
do
that's
her.
sweet. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna trademark that. That's trademarked by me now. It's on written record.
It's on.
Or on audio record.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
big one to ask. And then, do you have to fill up the space? Do you guys have an idea what yours would be?
Hey, that's life. Something like that. I don't know. It's a tough one to answer.
Be
And
more.
I feel like
Mine would be more memorable.
I think mine would be. This is kind of stealing it from someone, but a musician of mine or a musician I really like. I guess I don't own him. It's not
Yeah.
mine.
Musician of
I
mine.
still mine too.
I mean, yeah, I just got him over
It's
there.
under contract.
A musician I really like had an album that's every dog's a good dog. I think that would be my motto. Every dog's a good dog.
That is true.
I feel
And,
like you could
that's-
change it up a little bit. What would you
applies
do
to
instead of dog?
everyone.
Got to make it your own.
Just replace it with dude.
Yeah, every dude. I think every
Every
dude's a good dude.
dude.
The dude mentality is an important thing.
Yeah, like Kyle Energy, huh?
Even Mr. Bundy.
You want to ask the next one?
Which one? Okay. If you could be known for discovering something, what would it be?
I'd like to discover a lot. That'd be fun.
A woman who doesn't talk as much or like anything.
I think I would like to be the person who discovers how to like domesticate capybaras more.
Capybaras?
You ever seen a capybara?
Yes,
Dude,
actually, they're from Brazil, right?
That might be something I need to. Like, we could take that offline.
Let's explain. Let's explain what that is.
Explain that because we just said anything you want to like discover.
And you like capybara,
and you said
so
capybara.
yeah.
I like it. I'm not
Well, like
knocking
what?
it, but
Like
what?
yeah, but like I mean, come on. Like I'm gonna prove God exists. That's gonna be effective for people. Like that doesn't matter.
Okay.
Impossible
like-
to do.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
It's
anyway,
impossible to do
capybaras.
that, by the way.
No, but I like it. What?
So like if I'm gonna figure something out, I'm gonna figure something out that's gonna make me and a lot of people happy. So capybaras are the largest rodent in the world.
Okay.
They spend 70% of their time on in and underwater.
Oh, really?
And you can have them as house pets, but they weigh 125 pounds and like to chew. So I would love just like give me like a 50-pound capybara, like a pit mix size.
yeah.
Make them chew a little
Why
less.
hasn't
Maybe
that-
they have to spend a little less time in the water.
Yeah,
And you got
yeah.
something. You like got a couple of them around the
Yeah.
house. That'd be sick.
Totally.
That'd be so cool.
Like, look,
like
I
l-
bring this girl back. You want to see my capybara?
Yeah, they walk up, they like have their little like they're like not tail. I don't have.
I'm gonna have to
tails,
look
but
it
their
up. We're gonna
butts
put
are
it on
round.
the screen because
Please
honestly,
do,
I don't know what
please
it
do.
is.
That's a big interest of
Sounds
mine.
like a Pokemon.
It kind of.
What about El
Yeah.
Chupacabra?
Well, those could eat capybaras.
Are those real?
That's actually their favorite meal. Now
know,
that I'm
Probably,
thinking
now
about
that I'm
it.
thinking about it.
Wait, I gotta listen. Since we're on the topic of animals here, what do you think about platypuses?
Love them.
Yeah,
Did you really just say platypuses?
I said that
Platypi
on camera.
though?
I mean, yeah. I mean, look. He's got a. What is that? I've beaver, duck, what?
Platypus? It's a semi-aquatic egg-laying mammal of action.
Of action.
Of action.
So give me an example of a non-action.
Well, no, that's you guys. That might be the Phineas and Ferb reference that goes over
Yeah,
the.
yeah, there it is.
Sure, bro. A bunch of pussies.
Bunch of platypuses, bro.
Do they sweat milk?
No, that's a Phineas and Ferb thing.
Oh.
I want to say that was.
Maybe they do actually. Who can say? You're gonna fact check me on that. You're gonna.
I don't know.
You gotta go on
Do they
Snopes for
sweat
that
milk?
stuff.
Yeah, that's the first thing that comes to mind for me.
What, sweating milk?
Yeah.
Would you, if you could like
I
once
like
a
go-
week
go
sweat
there.
milk for the experience?
Yeah.
Would you?
Listen, no, I don't know. I don't know that.
Would it be drinkable after?
Yes. And it's like okay, how about this? It's also
good.
it's also freezing cold.
Oh, this is
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
beautiful freezing
Totally.
cold.
Ja-
milk. But it's
Totally.
like you're sweating everywhere. You're sweating. So like I'm
Totally.
sweating here right now. I'd be sweating milk out my face.
Yeah, just
On my
Jackson,
legs.
how many nipples does a Tasmanian devil have?
8.
not enough.
I
It's
have no
actually
idea.
4, and they have up to 50 kids.
That's cool.
Yeah, so
Big
they-
family.
So
They
only
can
4 of them,
split there.
only 4 of them
Yeah.
get to live. All the rest of them die.
Really?
no.
So it's not like cheaper by the dozen.
No.
It's just cheaper around.
No,
That's really interesting.
it's
actually.
interesting. It's interesting. I was
Wow.
watching this TikTok on animal births. What?
Oh wow, you were?
Never mind.
Is that you just like
Season
you're at the
2.
train station and some poor innocent person looks over your shoulder and just like a Tasmanian
I wouldn't do that
devil
at the train
live
station. I have
birth.
class.
What's the
Season
last time
2,
you've been to a
human
train
birth.
station?
This question's pretty
It's been a
good.
minute for me.
It's been a minute as well, man. Probably
This
a
question
year.
isn't bad.
Okay, go ahead.
You get a call for an acting position in the next Marvel movie. You get to pick who you play. Who do you choose?
We talked about this. I don't watch much Marvel. I watch maybe 2 of the movies, but I think Doctor Strange is pretty cool.
Ooh, yeah.
I like the whole time
Yeah.
Yeah.
shifting and stuff.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
Yeah, he's great.
That's a good pick. It's a really
Plus,
good pick.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Benedict
He is
Oh, yeah.
classy guy.
He's got
But-
range.
but-
classy lad.
He's
Think
got
about
range.
think about Benedict. He's like, all right, he's out of the picture. Now you got the shoes to fill.
That's
Could you
that's
do
a good
it?
point. I'm not Benedict. That's
No.
a
Could you
simple
do it?
fact.
No one's Benedict.
No, I couldn't.
No.
But that's why they didn't hire me.
Yeah, that's why he hasn't gotten the call yet.
Well,
All right. Closing question here.
yeah.
Talking donkey walks into the room right now
Yeah.
with a cowboy hat on.
Lovely.
What's he say?
What's he say? Oh man, he says a lot. He's seen some life.
Yeah.
First of all, I think he's complaining about like being a beast of burden. Like
Yeah.
they working long and hard hours. Like he's like, my boss is a bitch.
Totally.
Or like whatever it is,
Yeah.
right? Probably got some like who knows if he's got like takes on like the local politics of the area. I mean, like I've never heard of an escape donkey, but who knows if you got like someone fugitive of the law hopping on a donkey
Yeah.
to get out of town, then I'm sure he's got some like fun stories to
Yeah.
tell.
Probably a lot of just comparing asses, you know?
Yeah, a lot of comparing
If he's gay, he probably eats hay.
I feel bad for
Yeah,
laughing at
that was good. I told myself if you said howdy, we'd end the podcast like on the
Oh
spot.
man!
there.
So did you know when I walked up, I think I saw Christian first.
Howdy.
Howdy.
All right, dude, get out of here.
Dude, I'll be honest. I said it ironically a ton when I was up at school, and then it just became.
It's
like,
a normal
just like a
thing
greeting.
now.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
surprised
like
you don't
howdy.
have a southern twang. I thought you were just gonna show up here with the southern twang,
When
some
I'm up,
cowboy hats.
when I'm up there, I can like slip into it.
Totally.
No,
when
I
you're
did not
around
think he was gonna
people,
have a
Yeah,
when you're
yeah.
around people like that, it goes quick on you.
Yeah, it does. And then you're talking like this, and you're like,
Do a lot of people have Clydesdales up there?
Clydesdales? No, Steve. No.
Just a question.
No,
I've never been. I've never been.
What do you, dude,
Would
it's
you
not the
own? Would
West,
you ever
though.
own a Clydesdale?
No, I'm terrified of horses.
Really?
If you want to take that offline to like have me through my full force rant, I can.
Really?
But like I have a rule about mammals, which is or like vertebrate or like not vertebrates, vegetarians. So like if a thing is larger than me and it only eats grass, then I should be afraid of it because
Why?
it's too stupid to know that it's threatening my life.
And its cock is bigger than half its body, so it's like,
That,
you-
as well.
Yeah.
That's a thing to fear
and
as
that's
well.
threatening.
But yeah, I like, dude, I'm horrified of horses. There's just
Really?
scary things. Yeah, I'm not owning a Clydesdale. That thing's gonna trample me to death.
Yeah.
But they're cool to look at, though, right?
They're beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I heard
Majestic.
This, I heard this on a TikTok the other day. Thought it was funny. Who wins in a battle? The sun or 1 billion lions?
I think this has been a question, dude. This has been a subject. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's think about that
A
one.
billion lines. I mean, the sun unfortunately wins.
I don't know.
There's like one thing that can beat the sun, and it's the sun stopping being the sun.
Yeah, or some
Is
other
it though?
star that we don't know. I mean, 1 billion. What are they gonna do? I'll go at it at
Okay,
once.
so
They're
here's
all
an interesting
dead.
thought experiment. If there's enough mass in those 1 billion lines, let's say they're super dense, 1 billion lines,
Totally.
then they could create.
If they're all together.
they could create a black hole, and then they would win.
There you go.
So maybe you gotta up it to like infinite lines,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
enough to like make a black hole. But then then the sun takes an L.
Yeah.
You'd
yeah.
have to definitely run some numbers on that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not a physicist. I don't know. Like you have, I think
'Cause a
doesn't
billion.
I love someone to run the calculations on that one.
If I think Sam might be doing computer science, but maybe he's doing physics, and I know he listens. So
Yeah.
if he
Hey,
could-
Sam.
Sam who?
Yeah.
Orozco, right?
Bro.
He listens?
Yeah,
Love
we've been
Sam
loving his
Orozco.
feedback.
I'm going to stay with him and my cousin Caden at UF in like
Nice.
a week. Yeah, I love Sam.
Yeah, send him my
So
best. That's super
great.
cool.
I
He's
love
an
that
awesome
kid.
guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Alec, anything to add?
Yeah, please. I really liked your question for Tyler. That was super cool when you asked him about like what do you do like when you're doing something you love. So
What's your philosophy of life?
wow, yeah, there it is.
You
That's
asked
something
for
similar.
it. You asked
I
for
feel like
it.
I did
You
kind of
did
like
ask
egg
for
him
it.
on for that.
Yeah.
I would say my life philosophy is like constantly being conscientious, being aware of how even like the smallest of my actions affect others and others and others, and in turn the like whole little web we call the planet. And like as long as I'm conscientious about that,
So was that adopted, or was that like you learned through living?
I would say I have like really smart people around me who have been like helpful in telling me that. Like the person I mentioned I work with, the philosopher of religion, there's this concept in Hinduism called Indra's net, which is essentially like roughly that. But I think more than anything, I learned it through living because these like, you know, these kind of offhand things you don't realize how like even like the most careless word or like, you know, even the most careful action can have these unintended or even intended consequences that
Life's-
reverberate beyond you.
Yeah, life's nuance.
Cool, bless your heart. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
Hey, on that note, that's just how life goes.
Yeah, that's just every dog's a good dog, man.
That was a great podcast.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that.
Thank
was
you for
fun.
coming. This has actually been great.
Thank you for having me.
If you haven't subscried yet,
Yeah,
let's make that happen.
please subscribe.
Make that happen.
Like and subscribe.
If you're at your phone or computer, turn around, take your pants off, and then subscribe, and then like, and then put them back on.
This won't make it.
Yeah, I'm sure.